Step 1. It's prep time. AquaGuard Performance is a floating floor and features a simple locking installation. In most cases, AquaGuard Performance doesn't need time to acclimate to the temperature of the room, meaning you can buy and install it on the same day. AquaGuard Performance is waterproof. You can install it in virtually any room in the home, even bathrooms, and it can be steam mopped for easy maintenance. Now, gather your tools. You'll need the basics, including a rubber mallet, spacing wedges, tapping block, pull bar, and a saw. Step 2. Prior to the installation, make sure the subfloor is clean, dry, and level, and ensure that all other subfloor requirements specified in the installation instructions are met. AquaGuard Performance has a pre-attached IXPE underlayment and can be installed over most subfloors or existing floors. A 6mm polyfilm moisture barrier or the Sentinel Protect Plus underlayment must be used over concrete subfloors. Using the Sentinel Protect Plus underlayment on any approved substrate is recommended and warranted for residential applications. Do not install over carpet or any other underlayment as they are not warranted. Step 3. Open the cartons and read the instructions carefully. To achieve the most natural look, be sure to mix planks from at least 3 different boxes together. If your planks have multiple widths, be sure that every other row is a medium-sized plank. Installation can be as much as 6,400 square feet before a transition molding is needed. But you will need transitions at doorways where your floor type is changing or on steps or step downs. Dimensionally stable planks enable seamless installation throughout the home without T-molding speed bumps in doorways or in large rooms running through the middle of the floor. Start by laying the first plank of AquaGuard Performance in the left-hand corner of the room with the tongue side facing the wall using half-inch spacers against the wall. Insert the next plank at a 30-degree angle and then lay it down. Make sure both planks are perfectly aligned. Measure the length of the last plank to fit and use a saw or laminate cutter to cut the planks to size. When installing, make sure to include a half-inch expansion gap in your measurements for all cuts around the room and under any transition moldings. Step 4. Start the second row with the leftover plank from the previous row. The leftover plank should be no less than 12 inches long. Otherwise, a full plank should be cut in half to start a new row. Place a spacer under the plank to keep the plank lifted at a slight angle to install the next plank in the row. Continue by inserting the short side of the plank at a 30-degree angle into the short side of the previously installed plank and fold down. Make sure the planks are perfectly aligned and all joints are tightly fitted together. When a whole row is complete, remove the spacers and fold the row down. To ensure the joints are firmly locked on the long side and planks are at the same height, use a tapping block to eliminate all gaps between any of the long sides. Use a pull bar to gently tap the short side of the last plank in each row to ensure the short sides of the planks are firmly locked. End joints should always be staggered at least 8 inches apart from the previous row. Move on to installing the next rows. Step 5. Measure the last row using a loose plank. Lay it on top of the previous row. Then lay another plank on top, tongue facing the wall, and make sure to include a half-inch gap for expansion. Then draw a line on which to start. Insert these cut planks against the wall and remove the spacers. All perimeter expansion areas must be filled with a water-repellent flexible silicone sealant. Let dry for 24 hours before exposure to water. Finally, install moldings to cover expansion gaps along walls. Clean your new floor using a broom, vacuum, wet mop, jet mop, or even a residential steam mop. Now look forward to easy cleanups with your beautiful, durable, waterproof AquaGuard Performance floor. AquaGuard Performance, sold exclusively at Floor & Decor.